now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Kurt Hawkins. The guy hasn't won a singles match in over a decade.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Hey, even though I might have the walking decade of defeat as my partner, I still plan on winning the mixed match challenge.
Same here. So I guess we'll just see whose crappy team flounders its way to the top.
The following.
Get ready for strikes.
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative. Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who call themselves the Moons Over My Sammy.
Kinda like that.
I bet you do. That's gonna hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Sami Zayn exploiting the opening.
Smart.
He's taking some good hits. It's hard to look at Sami Zayn now and think of him as an inspiring figure, but that's exactly who he was in his time at NXT. In fact, he was widely regarded as the heart and soul of NXT.
That's gonna hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Boom! Knee drop right on target. Cover by Zayn! And another kick out.
Not yet.
Michael went back to a time when Sami Zayn was synonymous with NXT. His attitude back then was a far cry from where it is today. Now I wonder if everything we saw from Sami at NXT was just a ruse.
Oh, why are you guys trying to rewrite the success Sami had at NXT? Just because you and everyone else turned their backs on him shouldn't discredit everything he's accomplished.
Wow, what impact! In the corner now.
When it comes to Ember Moon, one thing's for certain, guys. She made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2.
Uh-oh. Boom, knee drop right on target. That will get your attention.
Oh, what a flying heel kick.
Sami Zayn in a tough spot here. Oh, clothesline!
A barrage of strikes. Endless.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks.
Nothing is going to...
Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
Elbow drop.
Right to the skull.
Uh-oh. And a suplex. And she's getting fired up here.
The momentum is clearly turned to her favor.
Powerbomb. Some miscues from Ruby Riott here.
Oh, nasty impact.
With a power bomb. And here we go now. Elbow drop.
Oh, no, this isn't going to end well.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Guys, when I look into the eyes of Aleister Black, I see a man who is living with some pretty dark secrets in his head. Secrets I don't want too many parts of known. Ave.
Power bomb. Ruby Riott turns it around. Oh, gee, straight to the cranium.
Powerbomb.
Oh, what an elbow high on the chin. Things are looking bleak for Ruby Riott here.
I'm not used to seeing this.
A knee drop.
I think it's about that time, gentlemen.
Time for it.
She's calling for it.
Spear! Spear! That might have put the exclamation point on this one. How is Ruby Riott going to remain alive?
She's got the shoulders down.
That puts this mixed tag match in the books.
Here are your winners, the
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. Standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we'd donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
It's the woman who's made a...
And from New York, the Queen.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys were just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters. Right to the face.
He's fighting hard, and it's paying off.
It is all going his way right about now.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Oh, the stink face.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Gosh, malicious.
Got the oh my goodness, crushing it. Not looking good, guys.
Oh, read him there.
Boom! Buckle bomb.
What impact.
Stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt.
Tear your hamstring.
What a shot.
Oh, and a scoop slam. Head crank. That's absolute power with the vertical suplex.
Uh-oh, there it is.
Kurt Hawkins is going to have to act fast here to stay in this.
Yeah, things look bleak.
Uh-oh. What do they have in mind?
Nearing the beginning of the end.
Setting up for it. Here it comes.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? Hoping to end it early. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
Watch this here. Backdrop suplex. Comes in off the tag. Bulldog. Oof. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. Oh, right to the back.
Not what she was looking for. Spine buster.
Man, that was a hard landing.
She says, no thanks.
Bulldog. Delivered with force.
In off the tag. Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Kurt Hawkins exploiting the opening.
Big reversal.
Engineering.
Right on the mark.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
drop. Jeez.
Setting him up for the flatliner.
Man, face first.
He's executing on his plan perfectly.
This could be his moment.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Ooh, what impact. Uh-oh.
Whoa, Kurt Hawkins dodged that one.
Oh, what a counter. Great agility there. Bulldog! Boom! Kick right to the midsection. In off the tag. Uh-oh, submission move. He's calling for it. His head's taking the brunt of the punishment here. Come on, there's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? 1, 2.
I questioned every bit of that decision, Cole. It looked to me like he had it.
He's not going to like this.
Got him up.
Ushigoroshi. Here we go for the win. 1, 2, 3. Despite their often heated and acrimonious past, Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun have managed to win the Mixed Match Challenge.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Judging from the look on Red's face, I think that ship has sailed, and she doesn't seem to be taking this very well at all. I mean, why would she? Red just lost to her best friend and her worst enemy. I'd be angry too.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Nice necklace, by the way. Real classy.
Thanks. I'll get you my jeweler's info. I bet he can throw together a runner-up version in no time.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. After all, I had a career record of 24-2 in MMA. I left that necklace at home.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And before you say anything, I'm just looking to help. It's the only way he's going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. We'll set up a time later, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who's tormented us for 20 years?
I got a ride with her one time, and besides, maybe she's changed, okay? People do that. And she was a good teammate. Good enough that we won the Mixed Match Challenge.
Are you trying to rub it in? Because I think your teammate's ridiculous necklace accomplished that already. And by the way, who was in charge of handling the charity money that you won?
Brooklyn. She gave it to an animal shelter in our hometown.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she took the $500,000 and spent it on that awful necklace and murder coat she was wearing? I bet the animal shelter doesn't even exist.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. Red. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Welcome to the special 1500th episode of SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live has been the home of some amazing matches over the years, and tonight we continue that tradition with the long-awaited, much-anticipated battle between Trey and Samoa Joe.
This submission match for the WWE Championship is 7 years in the making, going back to Trey's debut when he shocked the WWE Universe and Samoa Joe. But tonight on SmackDown 1500, will Joe finally get his revenge?
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right? I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of SmackDown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it. Tonight, we celebrate 1,500 episodes of SmackDown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have, because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be the difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
Some hard offense landing on the champ.
He's getting beaten up out there, but staying strong. Down in a hurry.
He just cannot be caught.
Enziguri. Looking helpless right now.
Kick right to the leg.
Oh, perfect kick. Oh, stun gun.
Joe's got him up. Spiked with a Death Valley driver. Now trampling the opposition. He might have been waiting on that one.
Connected on that. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. The leg sweep knocks him down.
If I was Joe, I'd stick to performing and stop the showboat.
That'll absolutely give you a headache.
That's for sure, Michael.
Gets out of dodge there.
Saw that one coming. Uh-oh.
Oh, what a crossface.
This could be it. This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe in his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight. Could be the difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
And now... Uh-oh. And he makes it to the ropes.
Did you really doubt that? Focusing on the head here. Tough position to be in for sure.
Up on their shoulders. More punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this have a way of adding up in a hurry.
Taking the attack above the shoulders yet again. Man, that'll make your head hurt.
What's he going to do with it? Continuing the assault on his head here.
Yeah, he might be seeing stars, Michael.
Hooked up. Going for the head here.
That's one you feel for a few days, Cole. Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
Crossface. This might be it. This match between Trey and Samoa Joe is finally happening tonight on SmackDown. 1,500 after nearly a decade of anticipation.
I don't think Trey was anticipating this as much as Samoa Joe, especially considering it's a submission match, which definitely favors Joe and his coquina clutch.
Let's not ignore the fact that Trey has Brooklyn Von Braun in his corner tonight, who could be a difference maker. Supposedly, the ex-MMA star has been working with Trey on his submission defense in preparation for this match.
I don't care who's in Trey's corner. There is no way he walks away with his WWE Championship. In fact, he'll be lucky to walk away at all.
More punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this have a way of adding up in a hurry.
Taking the attack of
more punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this have a way of adding up in a hurry.
The champ not in a great place. Yeah, he needs to make an attack for the head here.
That's one you feel for a few days, Cole.
Great evasion. Ducks under. His head's taking the run of the punishment here.
Come on, man. Put your arms up. Play some defense.
Focusing on the head here.
tough position to
continuing the assault on his head here.
Yeah, he might be seeing stars, Michael.
More punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this have a way...
And the rope forces the break.
You know,
another attack above the shoulders.
So devastating.
His head's taking the brunt of the punishment here.
Come on, man. Put your arms up. Play some defense. Evading possible disaster there.
Oh, heel kick. Right on point. Oh, stomping away. Right on the mark. Challenger's a little worse for wear. Target his torso now.
He's been going for his core all night, it seems.
Joe's got him up. Death Valley driver. Oh, flipping the script on him there. Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous.
Exploder suplex.
Oh, look at this. Oh, kicks. Oh, man.
Good grief.
Turn your lights out.
Nice job by Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe inflicting a beatdown.
Training, strategizing, and execution. It's all coming together right now.
Really focusing on the torso here.
An attack like this will really leave you gasping for air.
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have...
His midsection is getting absolutely destroyed here, Corey.
At this point, he has to be concerned about internal damage.
I think we're about to see it.
I can't wait. I love this. Step through. What do they have in mind?
Nearing the beginning of the end.
Setting up for it. Here it comes. Tiebreaker.
The title's going nowhere. Kiss your dreams. Good night.
That'll likely do it, Michael.
Oh, sweet.
Nicely done.
Phoenix splash!
Gosh, how'd he do that?
Spinning kick to the gut.
Great decision by Joe to capitalize.
When you look at this,
it looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
And Samoa Joe locks in the coquina clutch.
Trey's attempting a counter.
What's the matter? Not like you planned?
It looked like Trey attempted a counter to the coquina clutch that Brooklyn must have taught him, but for whatever reason, It just didn't work.
It's over.
It may not be the Universal Championship that Trey defeated him for 7 years ago, but Samoa Joe gets the vindication he was looking for, as he is the new WWE Champion. What the hell?
No, no, no! This is awful!
Was this some kind of setup all along?
It had to be. Hindsight's 20/20, but Brooklyn Von Braun's change of heart was way too good to be true.
Saxton, you said Brooklyn was going to be the difference maker tonight, and you were right for once. If she and Samoa Joe have formed an alliance, and it would appear that they have, Red and Trey's lives are going to be changed forever.
I really don't need to hear "I told you so" right now.
All you're gonna hear from me is I hope you're okay.
I'll be alright. I just feel so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're trusting and a good person. That's what separates you from people like her.
Like, I appreciate it, but I still can't believe I let my guard down like that. You were right about everything.
We'll make her pay for this. I promise.